Yo, so what's good? Yo, hold up now. No. Alright. So this video, how do I set this up, bro? Perfect. So this video is gonna be a little bit about myself. Not like way back, like years back, but a couple years back. Maybe a few. So I'm gonna say like from 8th grade until now. That's good. So I was homeschooled throughout middle school. So sixth, seventh, and then 8th grade, I transferred into a school called North Georgia Christian Academy because I was playing basketball for them when I was homeschooled because they allowed basketball players, right? Or like any other sports players that were homeschooled. So I started playing there, and it was fine. Like I enjoyed it. I grew a lot of friends there. I grew like people and relationships. Um, so then I decided to transfer 8th grade year. So that was a kind of shock for me because that was the first time going into kind of a school with not a lot of kids. So grew close relationships with a lot of people in my class because there's only one class. So 8th grade year was good. 9th grade year, whew, that was where the smack of life started to happen. Bro. So it was my first year. I decided to play football. Um, I was big into sports. I played football, basketball, soccer, baseball. Um, I used to practice tennis, bro. To be honest, I swam. Like I love sports. So 9th grade year comes, I decided to play football for the first year because my parents let me. So I was kind of nervous because I've seen a lot of personally, like I fuck with football. I've always wanted to play. Like I know everybody has that thought in their head of them running the ball or them throwing the ball or something like. But when you're actually like when it's actually time to go in, like it's time to go in and you're doing your stuff. So I played a couple games and then I had an injury where I broke my elbow like that, and I couldn't play the rest of the year football. So that was a Debbie Downer. Basketball season came around. Um, I couldn't play some of the games, but I was working hard to get that arm back. I had a little mechanical thing, really like a robot, and it was good. Like it was really good. Well, not the injury. The injury was bad, but like me pushing through it and like the recovery was good. And then I end up playing basketball sooner than I should, like way sooner. So then I finally get in and like it's good. I've never that was my first year playing a varsity sport too. Besides soccer. But I didn't really play that much, but I did play a varsity sport. And basketball I've always been JV or below that, but I was working my way up. I had my gifts and stuff, but I just had stuff mentally I had to go through to be able to go on to varsity. So, and academically, I'm not academically smart. I'm good at memorizing stuff. Like I love music and stuff, but like when it comes to school, that's not the move. So then 10th grade year comes. I'm still playing basketball. Um, was that the year when it was the year? That's when the two schools combined. So North Georgia Christian, that was our school. That was 9th grade year actually, and then they combined with Heritage, another school, and then everybody combined, and they had different days, different schedules, and it was just like it was crazy. But I mean, the people there I still grew relationships with that from the other school that joined our school. Kind of like Cherokee Bluff, Flowery Branch, and whatever the fuck it was. I don't know. But then 11th grade year, I went to Johnson. Johnson High School. That was my first. I've never been to a public school like that. I've always imagined like playing a sport there. I remember watching them younger, like just seeing them. I felt like a real privilege to go there, to be honest. And my parents and my friends told me to be very skeptical of the people that I hung out with there. So I mean, the year was going good. I mean, school was kind of a struggle because I at first I was good and I got off track, and then I decided to move out with one of my friends, and that was a big eye opening for me because when you don't, everybody talks about moving out and being on their own and stuff like that. It's a big responsibility. And to be honest, I am capable, and I was, and gonna continue to be capable. I'm making money so I can save, and I can do what I need to pay the bills that I need, and I have been. But when you're young and you buy stuff, it doesn't help. So I had to come back home, um, and kind of refocus on life and stuff. Um, so then I'm gonna fast forward a little bit up until kind of the past year and a half, bro. Year and a half with my sexuality, bro. So I'm not gonna say that my sexuality was just in the last couple of years. I felt like I've dealt with that my whole life, but people have shamed it, so I didn't want to face it, and that's on my fault. But I think everything in me and on my heart that I found the love of my life, Gavin, because there wasn't no ifs, ands, or buts. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no like, oh, like I have to come out to my parents. Like my friends are gonna know. Like it's a lot. No, like I knew that's my forever. That's my love of my life. Like at first sight is kind of one of those kind of things. And that's when I moved out again, and I was living in Atlanta, maybe closest to Atlanta, working with my cousin on a new house that he got, and it was a great. I honestly, I wish nothing has changed because that was a great experience, and I would have never met Gavin, and I would never have met the people that I met today, Gage, Vivian, all those people. Much love to them, and got to go grow closer to my cousin within them. Much love to Paul. Like it's crazy. Everything happens for a reason. And I mean, with my relationship, it's been fan fucking tastic. Like nobody can tell me different. We had our struggles just like anybody else would have a struggle. And like he's just shown me the person who I am today. Emotionally, spiritually, and everything. Like I, I live I live for him and for the higher beings. That's my life. I gotta live for that. I promise myself, I promise him. And when you make that promise, bro, you gotta follow through with that. With the love. The love stays. The love will always stay. But just I want to let it be known to everybody that without him, to my parents, to my church, to whoever, without Gavin, my boyfriend, my husband, whatever you want to call him, my forever, without him, I would not be the person I am today. Not one little bit, not one little inch, not 1 centimeter. Without him, I would not be here. Because everything adds up into life to this moment. To February 4th, bro. My whole life. and it opened, bro. So I just want to say I thank you and I love you. And I love everybody that was in my life that helped me up to this point, because I don't wish none of that didn't happen. I wish I never met nobody. I'm not about that bullshit. I wish I met every single person that I've met, because that has made me the person who I am today. But Gavin was that's everything. Like, that's my heart. The people is that happens for a reason. Whether I talk to you or not, I appreciate you. And my much love goes out to you.